Here's something I hear constantly from solopreneurs, freelancers, and agency owners. They say, Romy, I built my funnel, I'm running ads, I'm getting the traffic, but barely anyone is buying. And the frustrating part, it's not their product. Their product is genuinely good. I can say that because I have audited their funnel. It's not even their ads because the clicks are coming in. It's one structural mistake, silently killing conversions at every stage of their funnel. I made this exact same mistake when I was building my first agency. It cost me hundreds of dollars in advertising. You can convert that lakhs in rupees. Real money, real pain, and real lesson before I finally understood what was broken in that sales funnel. In this video, I'm going to walk you through the exact funnel structure I now use, the one that took me from chasing clients every month to having them book my calendar on autopilot. And here's what I want you to stick around for. I'm going to show you the math, real numbers, a case study of one of our client, how 40,000 visitors to a properly structured funnel can generate over $140K. That's 1.4 crore Indian rupees. Not theory, the actual breakdown step by step. So if your funnel is running but not converting, stay with me because by the end of this video, you will know exactly what to fix. Let me show you what most people are doing, and I mean the most. This is probably what you have done too, and it's okay because nobody taught you any better. You run a Facebook or Google ad, you send people to a sales page, and you hope they buy. The problem, the average conversion rate on a stand-alone sales page for a cold audience is 1 to 3%. So what happens to the other 97% of people? They leave forever. You paid for that click. They showed up. They were interested enough to click on your ads, but they were not ready to buy in that exact moment because of any circumstances. And because you had no system to catch them, no way to follow up, no way to nurture them, they are gone for forever. That's not a traffic problem, that's a leaky funnel problem. You are pouring people in the top as fast as you can spend money on your ads. But there are massive holes at the bottom where your potential revenue is just falling through. And here's the part that is really going to sting. Those 97% who left, a huge chunk of them would have eventually bought from you. They just needed more time, a follow up, a reason to trust you a bit more, but you had no system to give them that. Now, here's where it gets interesting because the fix is not building a more complicated sales funnel. It's building the right sales funnel, and I'm going to show you exactly what that looks like. Look at this. It looks complicated, maybe even a little overwhelming for you. But what if I told you that this exact structure is the reason some online businesses feel like they are printing money day and night, while 99% of others are constantly struggling, wondering where all their customers and clients went? This funnel is designed to do one thing: capture the 97% who were not ready to buy and guide them on a journey until they are. Every single component here serves a specific purpose. Remove one piece and the whole system will fall apart. Keep all the pieces and you have what I call a money making machine. Sales coming in while you sleep, clients booking calls you don't have to chase. I have spent 12 years building these systems for myself and my clients. I have personally generated over $5 million across my agencies and products helping my clients. I have built 2 six-figure agencies. I have also made some really expensive mistakes, so you don't have to. What I am about to walk you through is the exact blueprint. Take notes because this is the exact map that every successful entrepreneur, course creator, info product seller has used to scale to a six-figure income monthly. And now it's yours. Let's break it down step by step. Step 1, traffic to opt in. It all starts here with an ad. Facebook, Google does not matter actually. But notice something critical here. We are not sending them to a sales page. We are sending them to what I call the front door of your sales funnel, of your sales system, the opt in page. Here, instead of asking for money, we are asking for email address in exchange for something valuable, a free guide, a checklist, a mini training, or a master class, anything. Why does this matter? Because you now own that contact. You can talk to them for free anytime you want for as long as they stay subscribed to your list. The leaky bucket is already being patched. Now, a well optimized opt in page targeting the right audience with the right lead magnet converts anywhere between 25 to 35%. That's real, and that's what we are building towards. Step 2, the tripwire, turning freebie seekers into buyers. The moment someone opts in, they land on your tripwire offer. This is a low ticket product, priced anywhere between $17 to $47, roughly 1,500 rupees to 4,000 rupees. Its job is not to make you profit. Its job is to do one thing: turn a freebie seeker into a paying customer. And here's why that matters more than you think. The psychological shift that happens when someone pays you even 1 rupee or $1 is massive. They have made a commitment. They are now a buyer, not a lead, and buyer buys again more easily than a cold lead. In a well-structured funnel, a realistic optimized tripwire page converts anywhere between 5 to 8% of your opt-ins. That's not 15, 20 or 50%. And anyone tell you it is lying to you. But anywhere between 5 to 8%, compounding over thousands of visitors, it's what actually starts covering your ad spending over a time. Step 3, track everything on the order form. This step is where most people actually get lazy and it costs them enormously. Every single action that happens on your order form or the checkout page needs to be tracked. If someone got to the checkout page and did not buy, that data tells you your sales page did its job properly. But something on the order form page or the checkout page killed the conversion. You can only fix what you can see, so you need to track everything. And here's the part most funnel builders actually skip completely, and it's actually where the hidden money lives: your email sequences. Stay with me because this is where your funnel goes from decent to dangerously profitable. Step 4, the email sequences. Your email system is the engine of this entire funnel architecture. Everything else, the opt-in page, the tripwire page, the order form, the checkout page, exist to feed people into this engine. Here's how it works actually. Based on what each prospect does, do they buy the tripwire? Do they abandon the cart? Do they opt in and not buy the tripwire? A specific automated email sequence gets triggered. For tripwire buyers, they get a thank you email, product access, then a series of value driven emails that help them use what they just bought. Then subtly, case studies starts appearing, stories of people who bought the next offer and got massive results. Then a soft pitch for your main offer begins. For opt-ins who did not buy the tripwire, they get the freebies, lots of value driven content, then a story driven emails handling their objections, and finally a soft pitch. First for the tripwire, then for the main offer. You are warming them up before asking for a bigger commitment. I personally recommend pitching the tripwire first to non-buyers. Yes, it will lengthen the sequence and the time for your profit, but it lowers the barrier to entry and builds trust, makes selling the main offer significantly easier. Let the data decide what works for your specific audience. The main offer, where you actually make profit. Everything up until now, the opt in page, the tripwire, email sequence has been leading to this moment, your core offer. This is typically priced between $299 and $997, roughly 10 to 15 times the price of your tripwire offer. And here's exactly why that jump feels completely natural to your buyer, to your customer. You have already proven the value with your tripwire offer. They have experienced your quality firsthand. They are in buying mindset. Momentum is already built, and the email sequence has handled their objection before they even reach to this page. This is where your business becomes profitable. This is what you are building everything else to reach. Abandoned cart recovery. When someone visits your main offer order form page or the checkout page and does not buy, your abandoned cart sequence should automatically fire. Send them a case study, send them a coupon code, create urgency around the cost of staying stuck. Ask them what stopped them, why they did not move ahead. Remember, if they got to the order form or the checkout page, they were interested. They just needed one more nudge. Most businesses ignore these people. This is where smart businesses and entrepreneurs make the extra 20 or $30,000. That's like 10 or 20 lakh rupees. The upsell offer. The moment someone buys your main offer, they are sent to your upsell page. They have just made a major commitment to you. They are in a buying state. This is the single best moment to offer something complimentary. Your upsell should feel like a logical extension to your main offer, something that increases their chances of success with what they just bought. A well-positioned upsell converts anywhere between 18 to 25% of the main offer buyers, and that's pure additional revenue with zero ad spending. Now here's where everything comes together. I promised you the math at the beginning of this video, the real numbers that show you what this system looks like when it's working. This is the part you have been waiting for. The math that changes everything. Let's talk about real numbers, not best case projections, realistic benchmarks from one of our client funnel. Let's say your tripwire offer is $27, roughly 2,200 rupees. Your main offer is $497, roughly 41,500 rupees, and your upsell is $197, roughly 16,400 rupees. You drive 40,000 targeted visitors to your opt-in page. Now, let's talk about lead capture. A well-optimized opt-in page converting at 25% will give you 10,000 leads at a realistic cost per lead of $4, which is achievable on Facebook and Instagram for this type of offer. That's $40,000 in ad spending. That's your investment going in. Step 2, the tripwire. Out of those 10,000 leads, a realistic 6% would take the $27 tripwire offer. I'm not going to tell you 20%. That's not real. 6% is an honest, achievable number for a well-structured tripwire funnel. That's 600 buyers. When you multiply 600 into $27, that's $16,200. Now that covers 40% of your ad spending, not all of it. And I want to be clear about that. The tripwire funnel will partially offset your acquisition cost. In some cases, it might offset it completely, but in most scenarios, it will offset it partially. But the real profit comes from what happens after this. Step 3, the main offer. Your email system is now working. All those 10,000 leads are in your sequences. Some bought the tripwire, most did not. But both groups are being nurtured right now. A realistic email to main offer conversion rate is anywhere between 2 to 4% of your total list volume over a 30 to 45 day long email sequence. I'm going to use 3%, achievable, honest, not inflated. 3% of 10,000 gives you 300 buyers. When you multiply $497 into 300, you get $149,100. That's where the business becomes profitable. That single stage more than tripled your ad spending. Step 4, the upsell offer. 20% of your 300 main offer buyers take the $197 upsell offer. That's 60 people. When you multiply 60 into $197, that's $11,820. No extra ad spending, no extra traffic. These are people who were already buying. The upsell offer is the most efficient revenue in your entire funnel architecture. Here's the total revenue breakdown for you. Tripwire offer had 600 buyers. 600 multiply into $27, that's $16,200. Main offer had 300 buyers. 300 multiply into 497, that's $149,100. Upsell had 60 buyers. 60 multiply into $197, that's $11,820. Our ad spending was 10,000 lead and per lead was $4, that's $40,000. So the total revenue for us is $177,120. Net profit after the ad spending for us is $137,120. That's over 1.4 crore Indian rupees from 40,000 visitors and just one sales funnel. And here's the most important part people always miss. As your email list grows, you can promote new offers, affiliate products, and high ticket services to this warm audience without spending a single additional dollar or rupee on ads. This is not magic, it's math. It's what happens when every part of your system, your funnel architecture, is doing its job properly. But I have to be straight with you. Your first attempt won't generate these numbers because mine did not. These results come from consistent testing, data-driven optimization and iteration. The tripwire might convert at 3% before you optimize anything. But the main offer might start at 1% or lesser than that. That's normal. What I'm giving you is the map, the journey, and the testing is yours to do. Honest benchmark ranges. I will mention the funnel element and the conversion rate range for beginner funnel and as well as for optimized funnels, which usually takes more than 6 months. So for opt-in funnel, the conversion rate for beginners is anywhere between 15 to 20%. For optimized funnel, it's 25 to 35%. For tripwire funnel, conversion rate is for beginners is 3 to 5%. For optimized funnel, it's 6 to 8%. Main offer conversion rate is based on email sequences. It's 1 to 2% for beginners, 3 to 5% for optimized funnels. Upsell funnel conversion rate is for beginners is 10 to 15%, for optimized funnels is 20 to 25%. Abandoned cart recovery is for beginners is 5 to 8%, and for optimized funnel is 10 to 15%. Cost per lead for Facebook and Instagram advertising, it varies. It heavily depends on your targeting, your product, and your audience. But you can expect anywhere between $6 to $10 for beginner and $3 to $5 if you optimize your funnels. The 5 numbers you must track. Now that you understand the math, you need to know which numbers to watch so you can optimize every stage of the funnel. Here are the 5 core metrics. I will share the metric with you and what that metric tells you and what your target should be for that specific metric. So the first metric is cost per lead, CPL. It tells you ad efficiency, how cheaply you are capturing attention. Your target should be below $5 for most niches. Second metric is lead to customer conversion rate. How well your funnel converts interest into buyers. Your target should be above 3% of total funnel. Average order value, AOV, revenue per transaction including upsell, downsells, everything. You need to track this and grow this monthly. Customer lifetime value, CLV, total revenue per customer over their relationship. You need to target this 5 to 10x of your acquisition cost for that customer. Email open rate, how engaged and warm your list is. You have to target about 25% for solopreneurs. If a number looks wrong, it tells you exactly where in the funnel to look. That's the power of a system, a well-optimized funnel architecture. When something breaks, you know where to fix it. So here's your 12-week implementation roadmap. I know what you're thinking. This looks like a lot. And it is, but only if you try to build it overnight. Here's my exact roadmap I give to my clients. Week first and second, focus on the foundation element like lead magnet and the opt-in page. Week third and fourth, focus on first revenue element like tripwire offer and the sales page for it. Week fifth and sixth, focus on the engine like email sequences. Start with anywhere between 9 to 11 email copies. Week 7 and 8, core profit element. Focus on main offer and sales page for it. Week 9 and 10, focus on maximization. Build the upsells, abandoned cart system, full tracking system. Week 11 and 12, launch and learn. Start sending traffic to your funnel, test, measure, and optimize your funnel. One component at a time. Get each piece working before moving to the next in your funnel architecture. That's how you build something that actually lasts. Let me leave you with this. Building a funnel that generates 1.4 crore a month is not about having the most expensive tools or the most perfect funnel design. It's about understanding your customer's journey and systematically guiding them from stranger to raving fan. Every element in this funnel serves one purpose: to move your prospect one step closer to the transformation you are promising them. The lead magnet builds trust. The tripwire creates commitment. The emails nurture the relationship. The main offer delivers the transformation. The upsell maximizes the value. When all of these pieces are in place and talking to each other, that's when the system starts working for you, not the other way around. Now here's what I need from you before you go. First, if this breakdown gave you even one new insight, smash that like button right now. It tells YouTube this content is worth sharing with other entrepreneurs who need it. Second, subscribe and hit the notification bell because next week I'm breaking down something even more specific. The exact email copy framework I use to convert cold leads into paying clients. With real templates you can swipe and use immediately. Third, and this one matters most to me, drop a comment below and tell me what's the single biggest challenge you are facing with your funnel right now. I personally read every single comment, and the most common struggle I see becomes the next video. So your answer directly shapes this channel. I have put the full funnel flow diagram in the description below, completely free to download. Use it as your build guide. Take this blueprint, start with week first, build one piece at a time, and when you hit your first 10 lakh per month goal using this system, come back and tell me in the comments. I want to celebrate that with you. Until next time, keep testing, keep optimizing, and keep building funnels that change lives. Thanks for watching. Now go build your system. I'll see you in my next video.